I was raised in Erie, Pennsylvania. Our life was much like Ozzie and Harriet. Martie was a nickname that was given to me and used by my family, primarily by my father. I had a sister, Maureen, pretty in pink. Then I came along, and let's just say I didn't get that gene. From my great-grandmother through to my grandmother, my mother-in-law, and my aunts. They were all junior leaguers at one point in their lives. They knew the essence of the community and what was important to them.
Moving to Canada in 1971, after her provisional year in the Junior League of Erie, Pennsylvania, Martie joined the Junior League of Toronto. Volunteerism, civic leadership, tenacity, and dare were already shaping her league career.
Like Mary Harriman, Martie Russel has been a trailblazer since joining the Junior League at the age of 21. I met Martie as a brand new junior leaguer when she was head of training. She was a dynamic, interesting leader at that time.
She has what I call initiative. There are very few people who see something to be done and don't say, well, somebody ought to do something. Or maybe they say, well, the government ought to do something. And then there are a few people that say, I could do something. Even if it doesn't solve the whole problem, it'll contribute and you will be a leader for other people.
In the early 70s, when it just became legal to provide birth control information, Martie Russel sat on the board of Planned Parenthood Canada as a representative of the Junior League of Toronto and was instrumental in forming one of the first health clinics that dispensed this information to young girls.
Martie identified the need for lifelong membership. We were concerned that we were losing too many members, and we also needed to make sure that members continued to be active in some capacity. She actually took the bull by the horns and led a committee to address lifelong membership, and since then a number of other members have done the same.
Show House brings together the finest designers, suppliers, and sponsors to raise support for the Junior League of Toronto programs.
Show House was an amazing experience. We were challenged in many ways, having to deal with 3 levels of government. The biggest problem was the fire department, of whom came 1 hour before we were to open and said that we couldn't. But after a little discussion and Junior League wherewithal, shall we say, he decided it was a good idea.
Martie's work with the Junior League of Toronto led her to housing of a very different nature. In 1988, she became a founding director of Fife House, providing supportive housing for people living with HIV/AIDS.
I think Martie is a phenomenal bridge builder. In the early days, she was instrumental in getting funding in place so that we could train hospice volunteers across the province, and that training is still in use today.
She's got this unique ability to be able to bring together people of various backgrounds, and she can do that in a wholly disarming and a thoroughly sincere way, and she's got a wicked giggle too.
Martie not only served at her own local community, but she also served on the Association of Junior Leagues International Board.
With strong leadership skills grounded in the Junior League, Martie founded a new business that fixed her focus on healthcare, advocacy, benefits, and opportunities for families and women.
In 1990, Martie and I founded IntegraCare. After 10 years of receiving healthcare services, we realized that there were big shortcomings. Most services were being provided by government. The problem there is that all the service companies had one client, the government.
On top of that, it was a time that women were having difficulty getting back into the workforce. The agency gave us the opportunity to give people jobs. The development of our education center gave us the opportunity to train people. Now they had a certificate. They could go out and be paid for what they were doing.
In conjunction with becoming Dame Commander in the Order of St. Lazarus, in 2004, Martie became a founding director of the Toronto Commandery Hospice to provide end-of-life care.
The volunteer charitable organization is now running an $8 million capital campaign to build the 10-bed residential hospice.
Not only has she been on the ground floor in terms of scoping out possible locations, but she's been incredibly informative and connected.
Martie was one of the first women invited to be a celebrity clown in Toronto's annual Santa Claus Parade.
Some people say it's not much of a stretch.
She jumped at the opportunity, and sunshine was born.
Going into hospitals and having the opportunity to make someone smile, to go into seniors' homes, you then can touch someone. People don't touch seniors.
We help out at the Geneva Center for Autism. When sunshine arrives, they're so excited. It actually does a lot for the energy of the children.
My name as a clown is Sunshine, which was given to me by
Martie has often found herself a woman in a man's world. Having served on nearly 20 boards, Martie's experience and leadership have proven invaluable time and again. In 2008, she was invited to become a member of the International Women's Forum.
We know that Martie's network will come in really handy to promote the International Women's Forum to young women, ensuring that they feel comfortable in the organization and will grow to become tomorrow's leaders.
The Junior League was a starting point for me in many, many ways. The women of the International Women's Forum, as well as the Women's Presidents Organization. These are women that also see needs and direction in their community and make things happen.
Thank you, Martie, for your outstanding work in strengthening hospice palliative care in Ontario and your enormous contribution in so many other areas. If you know Martie, you know that she is determined and persistent. Once she sets a goal, she doesn't give up until she reaches it. So many have benefited from your tenacity and commitment, Martie. Thank you. You have truly made a difference across our province and our country.
She's rigorous, she's thorough, she's inventive, she's worked with the underprivileged, the unwed mother, people with AIDS. You know, it's just wonderful. The world is finally recognizing her. Congratulations, Martie.
I'd like to congratulate Martie Russel on receiving the prestigious Mary Harriman Award and bringing it home to Toronto. From her work with the Junior League, Fife House, Planned Parenthood, and hospice care activism, she is so deserving of our respect and appreciation.
An award recipient who truly exemplifies all that Mary Harriman was about. On behalf of the Junior League of Toronto, we are so proud of you.
As Lieutenant Governor, I get to see the impact of volunteerism all over this province. I've been very proud to witness her caring for those around her. She's an unsung hero, and I'm delighted that she's so deserving of this reward.
I thank the Association of Junior Leagues for this wonderful award. I'm very, very proud, and I accept it on behalf of my fellow leaguers, and I commend them for the work that they continue to do in their communities. Thank you.